Honestly, I almost want to create an indie development studio just so I can come up with a weird name for it. Maybe something like Red Apple Productions, but the apple on my logo will be green, just to confuse everyone and make everyone ask about the inspiration. Which would have been a Japanese horror movie called Infection, for those who picked up on the reference. Okay, let's let Uncle Billy Bucks talk.
I, Herbert S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me. I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly. The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate. The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993. Herbert S. Sinclair.
And there we go. Hey Evie, how's it going? I mean, pretty good. Mind you, I don't have any kids of my own. I've just got my niece and nephew, and, you know, my little friends over in Ireland there. So as far as that goes, it's been pretty good. I'm mostly just hoping my brother's doing okay with the littles. I'm hoping they got him breakfast in bed, but as I understand it, I think he's pretty prone to getting up before everyone, so it could just be a matter of him laying in bed waiting, you know? Alright. Feels okay. Alright, let me know if the audio is odd. So this is our first room. I don't remember this picture before. I do remember these, so this is what I'm going to let you guys know right away. Hey Sherry, how's it going? My niece and nephew and you, Evie, absolutely. So every room is going to have one of these, well, most of the rooms will have a pair of, what is it, a pair of cards in it, and it's kind of your job to figure out what the difference is. And in this case, we have Queen. Oh, okay, so I remember this one. Basically, each one can be reinterpreted as the other one missing a letter. And if that sounds complicated, it's really not, but it's a little hard to easily describe. So that one is a queen, which is a face card, and that one is an ace card. So face minus F is ace. So I'm going to start a new page. I actually have like all these written down on another one, but I don't want to flip back and forth to it. So we have the queen and the ace. Face and ace, and the difference is F. Hey, have fun making the blanket. That sounds fun, Evie. Alright, so first off, we're going to read our uncle's letter. Open only in the event of my death. And I'm looking at that boat trying to figure out if there's a clue on there, because there are clues on like everything everywhere in this game. Simon, welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. You too, Evie. Have a great day. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of the bequest. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you, nothing could have been further from my mind when I chose you as my heir. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission covered in the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought onto the estate from the outside. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate. You may not stay overnight. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, but it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the successes of the previous day. One final word of advice. Do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last century, and even I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. Your grandmother used to say, "Don't go where the path leads, abandon the path, and go where you want it to lead." With all my love and best wishes, best of luck, Herbert S. Sinclair. Alright, so that's the rules of the game. Let's get out of there. And this is the main tool we're going to be using. The Mount Holly Blueprint. This will serve as a useful map and inventory log during your adventure. You may access the blueprint menu by pressing tab. And basically, here's what we're going to be trying to do. We're going to be trying to get from the entrance hall into the antechamber. But it's worth noting, if you can tell, the antechamber has no actual doors. We're going to have to find a way in there. And I do know how to get in, but it's going to be difficult, so we'll see. Now here's where the main mechanic of the game comes in. Each time you encounter a room, you get a chance to look and see, okay, yeah, I'll do that. You basically get to decide what will be on the other side of the door. And it is kind of in your best interest to try and fill out the lower ones, fill out the lower ranks quicker. Because the higher you go, the more locked doors you're going to encounter. And there is a special award for finding room 46 on the first try. I don't know how to do that. I imagine a lot of luck is involved. A great deal of this game is luck-based. So, hallway. Now, here's the other thing. Up in the upper left corner there, you can see a pair of footprints with a number next to it. This is how many steps we have. Each time we enter a room, our step count goes down. When it hits 0, we have no choice but to leave and start out fresh the next day. So, one thing you can do when you are in a room is open all the doors first. Okay, let's do the Nook, because keys are more useful than money. And that way you can kind of get a sense of what shape the layout of the house is going to take before you even go in. This isn't all that helpful. Okay, so either one of those is going to block me off from the front, so I'm just going to go to the closet and grab 2 extra items. Items are helpful. They can sometimes, like the key will unlock doors. Oh, and it's a silver key, which means it will lead to a room with many doors. That can be very useful later on. And the dice, which allows you to re-roll. Alright, and I think we've got artwork in here. That looks like a dress or a gown. That's a bridge. Okay, I got this one. Turn the page again. We got bride and bridge. And the missing letter is G. I do not know what this means, by the way. If this is anything other than a little brain teaser, I don't know. I've never figured that out. But we're going to continue looking around. See, we are now down to 48 steps because we entered that room and then we entered this room. So we lost 2 steps for that, but that's okay. We're not doing too badly. I will now go into the Nook, I think, to try and expand that out a little more. Grab myself a key. And the books in here. Is there artwork? There's also a chest piece. Shoot me. There's also a chess piece. A lot of rooms have these, so I'm going to keep track of those too on a different page. So this is the Nook, and that has the white rook. The rook is in the Nook. No forgetting that. So the Nook has the white rook. Seriously, like everything is a puzzle. And here we have a pair of hands clasped in prayer and a crowbar. I believe we have pray and pry here. Pray and pry. And the missing letter is A. Okay, I think that's all we've got in here for the moment. Oh, wait. Oh, right, a journal noteworthy. As you continue on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. A pad, scrap of paper, or perhaps most fittingly, a journal will prove to be an invaluable tool you will not regret having beside you on your journey. I like how it emphasizes beside. Like, have this real God, Sherry. No! Bad Sherry. Bad. Alright. Alright, let me see here. Spare room, pantry. Pantry is taking us to the left, which is kind of the direction I want to go here, so I'm going to do that. Get us an apple. Whenever you find fruit or other food, it increases your steps by a little bit, getting you a little more time out here. Money is helpful. Please pick up some more fruit before today, as we have just been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think it should be an even spread. So 5 apples. Apples are worth... Oh my god. Apples are worth 2. And I believe I remember the other ones, but I'm going to hold off for the moment. Because I just can't remember for sure. And here we have stairs. Oh, that one's easy. Stairs and stars. Or stare and star. It doesn't matter. And the missing letter is I. Alright, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. The West Wing Hall. And here we got our next one. We've got... I believe this is plain and plan. The missing word being L. Or letter, not word, letter. Missing letter is L. Any chests in here? No, okay. Oh, but we do have this little piece here. Staff notice, June 15th, 1983. Out of respect for the late Lady Clara Epson, the West Wing will be closed until further notice. While the floor plans associated with this wing have not been removed from the pool, we ask that staff members refrain from drafting them during this period of mourning. Likewise, any may draft... I don't know, the rest of it's cut off. But it looks like June 15th, 1983, the West Wing was closed. I'm going to pull that out for the moment. I'm going to add that here. Add that to my little dates thing. So, June... I'll probably have to make a whole sheet for that. June 15th, 1983, West Wing closed. Due to Lady Clara Epson's death. Lady Clara Epson's death. So sad. Very tragic. Alright. Now this one will fill out the bottom left corner. So I'm going to look for something easy. The boudoir could actually be useful here. But it's a multi-door room, so I don't really want to do it. I have no gems yet. Okay, I'm going to redraw this one. I feel like I could do better. And I did! Excellent. Bunk room. Or lavatory. Oh, I can get the lavatory out of the way. Excellent. Let's get that out of there. Cool. We're not actually going to go in there because I don't want to waste the steps. There is a way to make the lavatory valuable, actually very valuable, but I don't have that active right now, so we'll come back to that another time. All right. We got the West Wing Hall. Let's move step forward. Whenever you draft a bedroom game, I still have no gems. It's kind of weird to me to not have any gems. I want to do the chapel here. I might have to backtrack through and lose more money. Don't like losing money. So we'll do the bedroom. I have a key still. Ooh, what's this? Greetings from Reddington. So the town's name is Reddington, I believe. And I think that's supposed to be Mount Holly in the back, but I'm not positive. Right? Yeah, I think so. There's a box here, but I can't open it. I swear there was a chess piece in this room. But I'm not seeing it now. What the? Some curious decor. Oh, there it is. Okay, so white pawn, though it looks kind of like a gold pawn here. We'll have to determine that later. Okay, so bedroom. Has the white. I'm going to put gold in question marks there. Pawn. We'll see if that turns out to be anything. And we have a boat and a bird. Okay, crow and row. That's what that is. Crow and row. C being the missing letter. I'm going to wonder what that means. And we have a chest here, which I am going to open because they pretty much always have useful things. Sometimes they even have the keys in there, so. Not this time, but hey, a lot of times. Alright, I don't see anything here. I don't know who this is, but she's wearing a moon necklace. I'm going to take a screen grab of that. And just like add it to my files later. I'm probably going to have to keep like files on this thing, just because of how this game runs. Okay, this I would rather not use here. And I can't anyway because I have no gems. The den, the chapel again. The den is going across. No one. Sorry, none of these are really what I'm looking for here. Let me redraw. Now that's even... Congratulations, Seaside. That's all even worse. Let's go to the parlor. Alright, parlor is cool. Parlor is a logic puzzle, and you guys know I love those. Got the wind-up key. Dear Herbert, it was a great honor receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the Oldhams this past Thursday. What a name, Oldham. If I'm being frank, it had been quite a while since we had been seen in decent society, and we were beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charm. I have no delusions that my company is rival to hers. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of that evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles, and I had mentioned to you a rather singular parlor game I had played some years back involving 3 boxes of different colors. You had pressed me to write with the particulars of this game, when I found the time, and I have included with this letter all the details you will need to share with guests should you be inclined to play this confounding game. Always your friend, M. Lowry. I'm just going to write that name down. We're just going to write down M. Lowry. I should probably keep a list of names somewhere. M. Lowry. He made the parlor game. The trouble, of course, is you never know which clues you're going to need and which ones you don't. So we just kind of got to pick everything. Alright, there will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least one box which displays only false statements. Only one box has a prize within, the other 2 are always empty. A little hydration break. Those of you who have played them, you do know I love logic games, and this is that kind of thing. So we're going to go look at the boxes. We only get to open one. And when we do, it'll contain a couple gems. This one says the blue box contains the gems. Now, what does the blue box have to say about this? This box is the white box. Okay, so this box is clearly one of the liars. We do not know. Let's see. This box is the black box. Alright, both of these boxes are liars. This box is telling the truth, and it tells us the blue box contains the gems. Give me them gems. Boom. 2 gems. Now we can afford better rooms. Ooh, another thing. Tier and tie. Tier and tie. With E being the middle word. I really wonder what this will all spell in the end and how hard it's going to be to unscramble. Oh, there's Herbert. Hi, Herbert. Any chance you got like a thing here? I really shouldn't randomly click on things, but I know I've heard of like secret passages being discovered, and I'm curious. And I think we have the black pawn in the parlor. Parlor. Black pawn. Okay. So we're starting to climb ranks here. Not quite how quickly I wanted to. This might actually be an ideal time to use the passageway. Tweak Herbert's nose? Yes, this sounds like a good idea, Sherry. Let's do it. Uncle Herbert, got your nose. Well, I'm trying to click on his nose, but nothing's happening, so I think we're good. I don't think there's much else to do in there. Alright, so this particular closet is a 4-way. I like that. Helps me spread the map a little bit, because there is a very real chance of getting locked in. That's typically how a lot of runs end. It's actually pretty rare that I run out of steps. I tend to run out of rooms instead. Alright, we got the laundry room where we can launder currency, but we can't, actually, because we don't have the steps. Dining room could work here, though we won't actually be able to use it till we reach rank 8. Boudoir is a dead end, though, so I think dining room's going to be what we do. Am I ready to go up that way, though? Like I said, the further up you go, the more locked doors you hit, so I'm gonna... Plus, it's a multi-door room, so I might as well open everything. Let's check this one first. Ah, the archives. Those are a pain. The den. The den, I think, is what I'm gonna do. I could do the chapel. It's not a horrible place for the chapel. It'll still cost me money. Religion, am I right? The den will head up, though. And down. Yeah, let's do the den. Go into the chapel. Yeah, that's it. Alright, we're not going to open this one yet. We'll do it later. Oh, no! Oh, I hate when I do that. Let's see. We got a free gem in here. Sometimes there's a chest in here, too, but not at the moment. Ooh, drawing. I'm going to go out on a limb and assume that plant there is sage, and that would make this stage and sage. Maybe I'll put an asterisk, because I'm not quite as sure about that. The missing letter being T. This is not turning out to look like anything in particular. Here are the clocks. Oh! Another pawn. Where am I now? The den. The den has a white pawn. I'm pretty sure those are actually white pawns, you know? Aw, thank you. It's nice to know my humor is brilliantly appreciated. Got a fireplace, a whole bunch of clocks in here. Nothing else, though. Oh, wait, where am I even looking here? Storeroom, or drawing room, or corridor. No, corridor is not going to do any good here. I don't particularly like it, but this might not be a bad spot for the storeroom. It'll cut me off down here, but I have a bunch of other options to move upward. I could use some resources. Money. Key. Gem. Another white pawn. I was kind of hoping that there would only be like one of each enemy. Yeah, I'll look again when we pass back through, but I believe all the clocks are the same. Storeroom. White pawn. And for this, we have a fishing rod. And a road. Oh, rod and road. Okay. That gives us our A. Which we already had on a previous one, so that's a little surprising. I wonder if it's going to be a phrase or one word. Ooh, so this is a dig spot, but we need a shovel in order to use it, so... Somebody remember we have a dig spot in the storeroom. Okay, it looks like all the clocks are the same. I believe, yep. Yeah. They're slow moving. There's actually a clock-based puzzle later, which is kind of a pain. Not because it's difficult, but because it takes like 5 or 10 minutes before you know if you're right or not. Don't want to use a key on this door. Let's try the passageway first and see if we actually have to. Oh, right, we did, didn't we? Alright, let's do the silver key, because that'll open up a door with many rooms. Or many exits. Ooh, the dark room. And the chapel, of course. Dark room pool. The pool could be useful. Adds the locker room, sauna, and pump room to the draft pool. The dark room would be nice if I could get a hold of the utility closet. Like the utility one, not the actual closet. Don't want to lose money. I think I got... Did I get Plane and Plan? Oh my god, you're right. I am... Dang. Okay, why the hell did I think we removed an L? God. That was dumb. Okay, thanks for the correction there, Sherry. That was right. Dark room or chapel? I have a good... I got 9 coins now. That's not too bad. Of course, the pool doesn't require much of me at all, so that's kind of nice too. But it will require me to use up a gem. Hard to decide. I think I'm going to go with the chapel. I mean, the chapel's annoying since you have to pay money for it, but at least it's not too bad, you know? It's only 1 coin. And every now and then there's money over here. There isn't right now, but every now and then there is. Oh, the White Bishop. I guess it makes sense that the chapel would have a bishop. Let's see, chapel. Gotta pay the tithes. God wants his share. The White Bishop. And there are a bunch of other... So I'm going to make a new page for this one because there's something connected to like the religion of this world. This doesn't take place on Earth, or at least not our Earth, if you get my drift there. It's some kind of other place. I don't know if it's supposed to be an American analogy or a European analogy. The accents lead me to think American, but there's like an element of a fascist dictatorship, which never happened here. And of course, this these religious motifs. So we've got, let's call these like angels. So I'm going to put up here saying angel list until I know what they're actually called. And we've got riding crop. I'm just going to base it on what they're holding. Chimney sweep. Yeah, I know. That's always the, that's the thing. That's the unsaid part there, isn't it, Sherry? I know. I'm still hopeful, though. I'm still hopeful. I live in a fairly small town, and we went to the No Kings protest, and there was like 1,000 people there, and like, I've never seen more than like 30 or 40 gathered at that spot, so I was pretty optimistic that. Let me see. And, I guess we could call this one the Angel of Hose. Brooms. The janitor angel, I guess. That one on the back appears to be like the king, maybe? And this one is the cook. The maid angel. Yeah, that'll work. That one... like the Baker Angel, maybe? That one is the Angel of Pitchforks. Oh, and they've all got a number attached to them, don't they? Okay, so Pitchfork is 3. Baker is 2. Rider is... that's 6, right? 4 for the chimney sweep. 1 for the farmer. 7 for the king. 5 for the broom. And that's all I have. Okay. There does appear like there might be something behind here, but I can't see it behind the altar. And up there is like the Mount Holly logo, which is kind of audacious if you ask me, to put like your own house's symbol in a chapel. Then again, if you did build and pay for it, maybe they owe you that much. Got a few looks like religious figures here. We'll cover that later. Alright, let's check this one. Observatory. Oh, utility closets. Oh, now I wish I'd picked the dark room. You know what? It's fine. Let's pop it open. Okay, dark room. Keycard entry system. Turn that off. Gymnasium. We'll turn that off. We don't need that. Dark room, we're going to turn off and on, but I don't think that'll actually do anything for us. Cabinet on. There's a switch. Garage on. And I don't actually know how to solve these this vac simulator puzzle thing, so we'll have to work on that. Could be a guard. Oh, there's drawings in here. Test tube. Oh, tube and tub. Okay. Tube and tub. Missing word being another E. This promises to be an interesting word. Kind of a weird thing to say. There goes my money again. Damn, do I want to use a key for this? Might as well have to do it for the... Yeah. I'll have to do it for the den anyway. Ooh, the rumpus room. I have a gem. Spare room, guest bedroom. Let's do the let's do the rumpus room. We get a bunch of money, and we get our fortune told. And they have the Black Bishop in here. I wonder what that's about. So, rumpus. Black Bishop. Okay, another clock. We have some more art. Tiger and Tear, maybe? Is it? T-I... Yeah, Tiger and Tear, okay. Which would make G the missing one. I was hoping I could play the record. Money. Adding to our funds if we ever find a shop we need. But I didn't actually... Now I'm kind of wishing I'd grabbed the locksmith, and I grabbed the lavatory instead, just to get it out of the way. Alright, when we do this, we're going to get a cutscene, so I'm going to keep quiet during that. Probably take a hydro break.
And, as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. The image is becoming clear. I see a boy standing on a shore of white sand. He is looking for something. Something he was told he would not find. I see a black cat tied to a red flag. I hear the wind blowing, but the flag does not stir. I see a door marked by a rogue moon. A door that is always locked, yet has no key. It is the door you have been searching for, yet will not find. A lost room beyond the dark waters. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alazara. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
Those are always such enigmatic little cutscenes, and it's always funny to me how the game pulls cutscenes out like that. Just every now and then it's like, here's something really dramatic and interesting. Now, I'm curious about the clues, because some of them might be practical clues that factor into the solving of the house, but others might be clues to the story. Like, I feel like the black cat tied to the red flag might be someone, because as we find, like, red and blue flags are going to be important. All right, at least story-wise. Okay, ooh, the billiard room. Boy, we're going high here. I'm gonna do the drawing. Oh god, but if I do that, I might lock myself out of the upper ranks. I wasn't expecting to get to the upper ranks at all, but you know, if we have the opportunity, let's do the billiard room. So the billiard room has a math puzzle, which is also fun. I was kind of hoping those were dice. They weren't. Is there a chess piece in here? Probably, if I know where to look. Ozara, the DM. That would be funny if he was the DM of this place. All right. Yeah, we got chart and cart here, I believe. Chart and... Hey, stop moving. I bump into things here because my setup for streaming is really just my computer on a desk when it comes down to it. Because nothing proves you're dedicated to sending a message quite like tying a flag to a cat. Hey, Ed, how's it going, man? Good to see you. I know whenever I want to send a message, I tie a flag to Muggsy. Hey, Emmy, good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate that. Chart and cart. So missing letter is T. All right, let's do some math. All right, 9. Here we have 10 plus 4 is 14. 16 minus 10 is 6. And let's see, 12 minus 6 is also 6. I think this is multiplication. 2 times 10 is 20. Whoa, it's really getting me in here. 14 minus 7 is 7 times 2 is 14 again. It's like, you gonna give me anything? Ooh, oh, I'm so... Dang it. Okay. We may have to do some backtracking. Not a lot of backtracking, though. This could be worth it. Might not be worth it. Actually, you know, before I leave, let me try this door. It's already here. I can't change it. Let's see. Courtyard. Yeah, I'll spend one on the courtyard. That gets me 2 options here. Oh, frickin' church. Alright, so get in here, and I'm going to turn the keycard system back on, because now that I have a keycard, I actually want them on, and I want a lot of them because I can unlock any of them easily. I guess my next question is, do I want to go right, continue forward, or go back and open up the hallway a little bit? I was anticipating trying to turn downwards a little ways, and that hasn't, like, happened. Alright. And the church keeps taking all my money because I let it. Okay, we got a shovel, and as I recall, the den or the storeroom... Whoop. Oops. I accidentally clicked off my own channel. Hang on. Let me get back there. I need to be supporting myself after all. There we go, that's good. It's been a hard week for a bunch of us, I think, Emmy. I don't even want to talk about what's been going on over here. Turnip! An oversized turnip, nonetheless. Hey, things are turning around already. See? Turnip. Okay. Oh, see? The keycard thing is paying off. That's right. You let me in. And you give me... nothing I can use. Let me redraw that. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Ooh, East Hall! Perfect. Oh, for crying out loud, I must have accidentally hit the button. Sorry, I've been talking for the last minute or so, and apparently I had my mute on. I hate when that happens. Yep, thank you. Yeah, I lost my voice. This is something I really like, is how the mansion isn't just, like, digital, I guess. I don't know quite how to explain it. Like, in a game like this, I would almost expect that the mansion didn't actually exist, but when you go to the windows, you can see outside, like if you're on the outside of it. And that, I think, is really cool. A really cool effect. I love that the spare room just has nothing in it. What's a scuff alarm? Locked. Of course it is. Is that something to warn you when you've gone mute? Alright, well. You can't keep me out of this one, because I got a key card. If I could get the 7 locked doors, I have no keys. What good would that do me? Oh, jeez, none of this is going to be any good. Ugh, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, this isn't going to be good. Not good. Okay. We can't do the nursery anyway, we don't have any gems. Boudoir is going to knock us into, like, the exact wrong spot. The Great Hall. This is a bad idea, but it's all I've got. And we're not even going to go in yet because every single door is locked right now. So we're going to have to putter around the rest of the house and see if we can find any spare keys before we can even go there. And that is probably going to mean using up like half of my steps in order to get all the way back to the hallway at the bottom. Huh. As I spend more money at the church. Absolutely. I have one that blades Skeletor panicking really loud. So something's wrong with the stream, like being mute. Part of it, I need to learn more about this stuff. Like, I'm not very good on the technical side of streaming. I mean, Evie made a bunch of emojis for me a while ago, and I still haven't gotten them in because I just haven't been able to. One, I haven't really found the time, but there we go. 2, I don't entirely have the technical know-how on it. Alright, we're back to the bottom. Used up quite a few steps getting back here. You're so funny. So funny. This room counts as 2 bedrooms. We're practically locked in. You know what? Whatever. Let's see if there's something in here. Yeah, she made some really cool ones for me, and I feel really bad that I haven't gotten them active yet. Trying to see the Trinsdale Mystery, the Turtles of Vera. Interesting. Interesting watching. Oh, there's 2 black pawns in here. I never noticed that before. Okay, this is the bunk room. We have 2 black pawns. It hadn't occurred. That would be pretty cool, actually. A brain slug emoji would be pretty cool if it, like, briefly appeared. That would be neat. She would absolutely do a brain frog. I wouldn't even, like, she might even pick up on that just subliminally. All right, let's see. We got a journal entry here. Today is a good day because Simon is at camp and he is not as much fun as my friends. I will not have to share my toys, and I will not have to share my room, and I will not have to share my snacks. By the way, we're playing as Simon here. Having a younger brother is not as much fun as they told me it would be, but today will be a good day because he is at camp. Okay, so Simon has an older brother. I'm kind of doing a makeshift family tree on one of my pages here. Herbie, and I'm thinking the name might be Herbie. Herbie is mean and really stupid, and today is a good day because I threw away his airplane. Jerk. I also had more fun at camp than he has had in his entire life. Today is a good day because I got my brother in trouble for reading my private journal without my permission and writing mean things in it too. He also threw my model airplane in the bushes outside, but I got it back, and if he does it again, he will not get to go to the park on Friday, and I will make sure he gets no presents for his birthday. Sibling rivalry at its best. I don't need any presents because I have my brother's book, because he won't stop writing about me, and today is a good day because I know he cries when he can't find his book even though he is older. He is a crybaby. Oh, look at this. Today is a good day because today my brother returns from college and I get to finally return to him the book I took from him a long, long time ago. Hopefully you find it as hilarious as I do. I honestly have no idea how we survived sharing a room. All things being said, I still would rather have had a sister, but with I wouldn't have it any other way crossed out. Congrats on the diploma and welcome home, Simon. I like that they, eventually learned to get along, Now, I'm curious about that. With Herbie being the older brother and Simon the younger, why did, Hamster. Hi, Hamster. Like, why did, what's his name? Why did Uncle Herbert leave the estate to Simon and not to Herbie? Curious about that. I can't help but feel like that would feel oh my god, he's not just looping. He gets out and does things. It's a good little hamster. It's a good hamster. Hamsters are terrible pets, by the way. Don't get one. Let's see. We got a bathtub and a bat. I'm thinking we're looking at bat and bath here. Bat, bath, and beyond. With H being our missing word. Okay. Camp Colonel, huh? Okay. No. Well, like, it's hard to put things together. I'm hoping everybody has a different name and nobody was named after their senior. But I believe Simon and Herbert are brothers, and maybe Herbie is named after the great uncle, Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense, Emmy. Okay, where am I now? Hallway. Okay, this should not be locked unless, like, heaven hates me. Yay, heaven loves me. Ooh, mail. I could do the mail, but that'll mean the end of the run, because I'll be totally locked in. We're going to do the boudoir instead. Okay, I'm still not entirely sure what a boudoir is for. So we have here an obvious Christmas party that happened in the boudoir, and somebody got a safe as a present, and there is a safe over there. but I've never found the combination to it, and I don't know if it's related to the items in here or not. Either way, I just haven't seen it. I'm going to do a screenshot of this, though. Let's see. And there's the Syncaco. Okay, well, it's not the combination that gets us our pneumatic tubes at work. I can verify that pretty easily. This thing turn on? Whoa. Oh, is it? Wait. It's moving. Very slowly, but it's moving. A boudoir is a woman's private room, typically a dressing room or bedroom, often associated with intimacy and elegance. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, she's got her very own fainting couch here. I feel like it was very classy to faint once upon a time. Conference room. I'd rather get one of the other two, but this is the only one that's going to get me into a new section, so... Move forward, see if we can find anything worthwhile in here. Safe code 9083. I'm going to write this down, but I think I know something that means this is not correct. Pretty sure. Oh, Fance bed. Oh, okay. You know, when you said dance bedroom, I was like, sure, why not? I don't know. Oh, I got a coupon book. Save 1 coin on each purchase. I don't have anything to buy, even though I have 15 gold, but, you know. Some special rooms allow you to spread items throughout your house. When items are spread, they are immediately placed in several of the rooms currently on your estate. However, if you have a conference room, spread items are gathered in that room instead. That can be kind of cool, because it means you can just come here for everything. Don't think any of the notes actually say anything. No, they all look blank. Oh, wait. Except for this one. Reminder. After meeting adjourns, take all conference notes and place them in the office safe. You don't think you'll be able to faint daintily? It takes a lot of practice. I recommend wearing a really tight corset and probably dancing around really exuberantly. I think that would help you learn how to faint. Let's see, we have a coal cart and car. I think we did that one already. You people just don't want to put in the effort you need to faint daintily. That's the thing. Cart and car. Did I not? Yeah, I did do cart and car. There it is. Okay. Oh my god, you people. Everyone is so down on fainting in the comments here. Seriously. Where's your inner Disney princess? And like, I mean the old school ones, not the modern ones who don't faint. Oh, I can't get the wine started. Oh, I turned off the gym though, so it should only be costing us 1. Yeah, normally the gymnasium will cost you 2 steps to go through because I guess you're getting a workout. But in this situation, it will, with the power off, it'll only cost you 1. Pee and peek. You guys are going to leave me to be the dainty one here. Do you know what a mistake you're making with that? Well, that's a skill. Fall without hitting your head, absolutely. I do wish I could pick up the hoople. I wish I could pick these up and try to shoot a basket. I can't. Not allowed. Coat check. Do I have an item I want to put in there? I want to put some in the coat check or some in the dark room. I can do the dark room, but that's going to be a pain later. Like, I might never get to use it. I probably should, yes. My inner Disney princess is a villain. Has there ever been like a Disney princess who would count as a villain or a villain who would count as a Disney princess? I'm going to gamble and take the dark room. Can't use it right now, but let me trigger it. Yeah, so the dark room turns dark, as you can see. Oh, but I think So you can't actually see what you're drafting. Oh, man, I got the maid's chamber? What does this one do? Less likely to find items laying around the house. That doesn't help me. But there might be something in here. Let's see. Ooh, note. Map, fire, and fur. That's got to be what that is. Maybe so. I could definitely see Cruella de Vil being some kind of princess in her youth. Let's see. Fire and fur gives us another E. Watch this whole thing be pointless in the end, you know? Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's good, Ed. Yeah, I mean, that depends on how hard you hit the pole there, Emmy. I could see that being a fairly strong goose egg there. Oh, okay. The day we all dreaded has finally arrived. It is with unprecedented sadness that we inform you of the death of our benefactor, employer, and master, the Baron of Mount Hawley, H.S. Sinclair. Any staff who have an interest in attending services may contact Mrs. Babbage for details. In following the instructions left by the Baron himself, effective immediately, all work at Mount Hawley is suspended. All live-in staff will have 1 month paid leave and must vacate the premises by Friday, November 6th. Mrs. Babbage. Let's see here. I have a mirror, but I have no face. Okay, so the staff all left on the set. Oh! We have a name for one of the angels. The angel of the broom is Mila. Broom, broom, broom. Wait, no, those are my chess pieces. So the broom angel is Mila. All right, neat. Got a candle, or no, that's a lamp, not a candle. Got some maid stuff in here. No chess piece, huh? Oh wait, but there's a picture. Here, I'll F12 that. Now, who might? One thing I've never figured out who. A lot of people do hate pain. Some people don't, but you know. I've never figured out who Miss Babbage is in these photos. I feel like it wouldn't be her. She seems too central. Maybe this one? I was thinking that exact same thing, Ed, and I was like, I don't know if I want to actually say that, because that was such a depressing and kind of haunting book, you know? Okay, guest bedroom. Alright, looks like we're going to the commissary. Except we're not, because we don't have any... Oh, dang it. Okay, I believe we are effectively locked in. Okay, I'm going to grab the guest bedroom. See if there's anything in it. Maybe we'll get super lucky and there'll be a key in here. Well, there is, but not quite what I was looking for. No, I have no patience for those old school point-and-click adventures. I tried them I tried them way back, and I never really liked them. They're not interactive enough. I don't want to... I don't like choose your own adventure book as a gameplay, you know? Alright. Sinclair, just wanted to write you a quick note thanking you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Evanson, whose peculiar personality somewhat made up for your own absence. I also got to appreciate your new game in the billiard room. It's been ages since I've seen the billiard room in the house. I was beginning to suspect you retired the floor plan. It was well worth the wait, though, as I always enjoy your mathematical puzzles and appreciated that I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. Hoping your health improves shortly. KL. KL. I'm just going to write those initials down, because I don't know who they might be. And maybe add in Lord Evanson, just so I have the name. What games are you thinking of as Choose Your Own Adventure, Sherry? Because, I've played a couple of other point-and-click type games and just really didn't like them. The high pain tolerance. What? Oh, okay. I thought that was related. Never mind. Never mind. Okay, so we got sand and. And there we go. It's basically... I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream is basically about an AI that somehow becomes like omnipotently powerful and uses its power to endlessly torture the last 5 remaining humans, which is like... It's depressing. And I also like... I don't know. I just... It was one of those books where I didn't feel like it had much of a point to it. Ah, the pawn. There we are. So, and for me, I always feel like, there's enough hopelessness in the world. I don't feel like we need more of it, but that's my taste, Guest bedroom has the white pawn. And I'm guessing those are white, and the thought that they're a gold color is just on me. Like horror, so horror is one of those genres. Horror is a genre that for me was at one time my favorite. But I feel like the genre has changed a lot. And as it has, it's kind of lost something I loved. Like, my favorite part of horror was never the scary parts, so I did like them. It was the inversion that would often happen at the end, when all of a sudden things would change, and like the hunter would become the hunted, the monster, would get its, would be turned back or turned around on. And I really, really loved that moment. And not only did they kind of end, but especially after like The Ring and The Grudge came out over here and we got sort of obsessed with Japanese horror. Make a wish. We ended up with stories where it was basically like, this is just one event in a whole series which will repeat endlessly. Like with The Ring, the way you get out of getting killed by the ring is to make a copy of the video and show it to someone else, passing it along. With The Grudge, even if you destroy the house that The Grudge was centered in, Kayako is still going to come after you, and she'll come after anyone else. So it's like, what I like to see in a story is, here's the situation, here are the events of the story, and here's what changed as a result. And a lot of horror nowadays removes that last part, here's what changed. Like, look at Smile, which is the, what is it? It's that one about where somebody sees a tragic death. I wonder if that kind of mountain could even exist. And as a result, or a traumatic death, and as a result, the curse passes to them. They start seeing people smiling creepily everywhere, and eventually the monster, consumes them, and they kill themselves in a traumatic way. And they came out with Smile too. Like, I didn't see Smile because I had a feeling it was going to end that way, and I was right. And then I kind of wanted to see Smile too, because there was one scene in the trailer which seemed to imply that the victim had found a way to fight back against the, creature, the demon. Except then I read a synopsis and no, she actually hadn't. She only hallucinated that she had. And it's like, well, that sucks. I don't like that at all. I'm just kind of exploring around right now because kind of refamiliarizing myself, That's so funny, Ed, because proving you're a jerk is the easiest thing in the world, It's very easy to prove you're a jerk. Proving you're not a jerk, that's the hard one. Alright, I'm just gonna... So this is where we live, by the way. This is our tent we stay in. And we are locked out, so I'm gonna call it a day now. So unfortunately, this means everything gets reset. All of our rooms are gone, all of our items are... Oh my god, I forgot to check an item. I think I only had one item. Mount Holly, Red Inn, total rooms 29, rank reached 7, steps taken 57, items found 7. Very good.